Hello, good morning or good evening. So this video will cover about the Perl variables. I'm going to show you what are the different variables that we will be using in a Perl programming. So what is a variable in general? Variable is nothing but where we store a data for the temporary time. So that is called as a variable. A variable has to be declared with a specific syntaxes, and we have to follow a certain rules, and we are going to see what are the specific syntaxes or what are the rules that we need to follow while declaring a variable. I repeat it again, what is a variable? A variable is nothing but where we store a data, temporary storage of data, a place where we can store a data, or variable needs a name in order to store a data, right? So for example, let's take an example of a building or a supermarket, right? A supermarket. If when you go to the supermarket, it has several items that we can buy. Either it's related to eatable things, or it can be a rice, or it can be a chocolates, it can be a ice cream. So there are several set of items, so each has a specific location, right? So ice creams will be placed in a refrigerator, and chocolates also will be placed in a refrigerator with another box or a column. So that is nothing but there is a specific location is being placed where they can store that particular ice cream or chocolates, right? In the same way, in order to store a data in terms of our programming, so we need a variable defined, and in that variable we store a data. Okay, and at the same time, if you want to retrieve the data, we can retrieve the data from that particular variable. Okay, retrieve the data stored in it, right? Put new data in it. What are the actions we can do? And put a new data in it, right? It's the same example. So we have a refrigerator, and inside the refrigerator let myself consider refrigerator as a variable. Within the variable, so I can place any item, right? So whatever the items I want to take it, so I can take the data. I can take an ice cream, I can take a chocolate, whatever the items I wanted to put it, I can put it, and I can retrieve the data. So the reference is a refrigerator. In the same way, here we can declare a variable, we can put the data, and we can add a new data or delete a data, whatever the actions we can do. Okay, variable names. So how do we declare the variable names? It contains alphanumeric characters and for underscores. It can have alphanumeric characters and also underscores. Using variables names may not start with a number. So this is an important rule that we need to understand. Always do not start with the numbers. It should start with a alphanumeric character or an underscore, right? Variable names are preceded by a punctuation mark indicating the type of data. Okay, I hope you're clear with this 3 standard rules for declaring a variables. Types of Perl variables. There are several types of variables start with a different symbols. So let us see what are the different kinds of variables we have in Perl. One is a scalar variable that starts with dollar symbol, and other is an array variable starts with an @ and another is a hash variable that starts with a percentage symbol. So these are the 3 different kinds of variables that we are going to use throughout a Perl programming. The first one is a scalar variable that always starts with a dollar, array variable starts with @ symbol, hash variable starts with a percentage symbol. So I hope you got a clear information about this Perl variable. In the next coming video, we will be going through a in detail discussion about what is a scalar variable and how do we declare array variables, what is an array we are going to discuss, and what is a hash variable, and what is the importance or significance of an hash variable. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great and pleasureful day or an evening.